Dua Lipa, the Albanian-born pop sensation whose voice has soundtracked a generation's most euphoric nights, has always thrived on connection. From her breakout hit New Rules, that empowered heartbreak anthems to chart toppers like Levitating, that turned dance floors into cosmic escapes, Lipa's career is a testament to her ability to fuse vulnerability with unapologetic joy. Now, as she embarks on the final leg of her Radical Optimism World Tour, she's found that spark reignited in the passionate embrace of Latin American audiences. Nowhere was this more evident than in Buenos Aires, where 2 nights of stadium-shaking performances left the Grammy winner breathless, not from exhaustion but from sheer, overwhelming adoration. After a deliberate month-long hiatus from the global stage, Lipa returned on November 7th, refreshed and radiating the optimism her album title promises. The break wasn't idleness, it was intentional recharge, a period to reflect on the whirlwind of sold-out arenas and critical acclaim that defined the tour's earlier phases. Radical Optimism, released earlier in the year, marked a sonic evolution for Lipa. Disco-infused bangers laced with introspective lyrics, exploring themes of resilience and self-love amid fame's glare. Tracks like Houdini and Training Season became anthems for personal reinvention, mirroring Lipa's own journey from pop prodigy to global icon. Resuming in South America felt poetic, a continent known for its fervent music culture, where artists like Bad Bunny and Shakira have forged legends. The Buenos Aires shows at Estadio River Plate were nothing short of seismic, literally, as later reports would reveal. On November 8th, wrapping the 2-night residency, Lipa poured every ounce of her 4-octave range into fan favorites, transforming the venue into a pulsating sea of light and sound. One Kiss, her sultry collaboration with Calvin Harris, ignited the first evening with its infectious groove, bodies swaying under a canopy of phone lights. The crowd, a mosaic of ages and backgrounds, didn't just attend, they inhabited the music, their voices rising in harmonious rebellion against the night. Lipa, clad in glittering ensembles that shifted from futuristic metallics to flowing silks, moved with the precision of a dancer and the abandon of a reveler, her stage presence a masterclass in controlled chaos. Post-performance, as adrenaline ebbed and the echoes of applause faded, Lipa turned to Instagram, a platform she's mastered for blending promotion with genuine expression. Her caption exploded with exclamation points and raw enthusiasm. 2 nights at River Plate. Hit this stadium running. Amo cada momento. 3 white heart emoji. The Spanish, amo cada momento, translating to I love every moment, wasn't performative. It was a linguistic bridge, honoring the local fervor that had enveloped her. Accompanying the post was a carousel of photos and videos, each frame a snapshot of magic. Lipa mid-leap during physical, sweat glistened and euphoric. Wide-angle shots of 70,000 attendees, a human tide waving flags and banners, close-ups of fans' handmade posters, scrawled with messages like, Dua te amamos, and drawings of her iconic cat-eye makeup. What made these nights unforgettable wasn't just the setlist, though hearing Don't Start Now live with its brass blasts and Lipa's commanding vocals, bordered on transcendent. It was the reciprocity. Lipa couldn't get enough of the crowd, and they mirrored her energy tenfold. On stage, she paused between songs to hype them up, microphone in hand like a conductor's baton. Buenos Aires, you are insane. I feel your love all the way to my bones. Later, in her Instagram stories, she doubled down, sharing unfiltered clips of the audience's roar during Levitating, where the stadium seemed to levitate itself on waves of collective joy. Fans sang every lyric verbatim, their voices a choral backdrop that elevated Lipa's performance from solo act to communal ritual. One video captured a sea of grinning faces, arms aloft, posters fluttering like confetti, a visual symphony of unity that Lipa described as pure electricity. This wasn't hyperbole. The Buenos Aires leg set a benchmark for the tour's Latin American extension, a 6-city odyssey that promises more of the same fervor. Following Argentina, Lipa heads to Santiago, Chile, where the Andes shadow will frame her shows, then São Paulo and Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, cities pulsing with samba soul that could infuse her set with even wilder improvisations. Lima, Peru for coastal vibes that echo her yacht rock influences, and finally Bogotá, Colombia, rounding out a tour that spans continents and cultures. Each stop builds on the last, with Lipa teasing acoustic surprises and guest appearances to keep the momentum alive. But Buenos Aires? It was the ignition, a reminder of why she tours. Not for the headlines but for these indelible bonds. Delving deeper, the shows highlighted Lipa's growth as a performer. Early in her career, she was the ingenue with a killer voice, Now she's the architect of immersive experiences. The Radical Optimism production featured LED screens morphing into kaleidoscopic patterns synced to bass drops, pyrotechnics that mimicked shooting stars during ballads, and a catwalk that plunged into the crowd, allowing her to high-five outstretched hands. In Buenos Aires, this tech wizardry met organic passion. Fans tossing flowers on stage, chanting her name in rhythmic unison, even impromptu conga lines forming in the aisles. Lipa fed off it, extending encores and ad-libbing lyrics in broken Spanish that drew roars of delight. Illusion became a highlight, its psychedelic beats underscoring her narrative of breaking free from illusions. Personal, professional, romantic. Beyond the spectacle, these concerts underscored Lipa's cultural sensitivity. By incorporating Spanish phrases and local nods, like referencing tango legends during intros, she honored her hosts, fostering a sense of inclusion. The 70,000-strong attendance wasn't just numbers, it represented diverse stories. Young fans discovering her via TikTok, longtime supporters who've streamed her since Dua Lipa, 2017, and families passing the torch of pop devotion. Social media buzz post-show was a torrent of testimonials. Dua made me feel seen, one user wrote. River Plate will never be the same, quipped another. Lipa's responsiveness, liking comments, reposting fan art, cemented her as approachable, a star who remembers her roots in London's pubs before superstardom. As the tour barrels toward its South American crescendo, Lipa's Buenos Aires triumph offers lessons in artistry and audience alchemy. In an era of streaming silos, live shows remain irreplaceable, forging memories that playlists can't touch. For Lipa, it's validation of her radical path, optimistic not in naivety, but in defiant belief that music heals divides. Those 2 nights at River Plate? They weren't just concerts. They were communions, etched in the hearts of 140,000 souls and the seismographs that later confirmed the ground's grateful tremble. Dua Lipa didn't just perform, she united, leaving Buenos Aires, and herself, forever changed.